WZR Radio starts now. You can call into the show at 724-444-7444 using call ID 30273#.
I'm coming up the best if I can. Check myself again and I stand.
Now, here's your host, Ryan Clark and Jose Rivera.
Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to the Tuesday, August 4th edition of WZR Radio here on a bunch of different websites, but not WZROnline.com.
That's going to get hard to break the rhythm of, huh?
I know. Isn't it crazy, dude?
The plugs and everything. Oh, man.
Oh, man. It's been a rough few days, but somehow, some way, we are here, and we're live, baby, live!
100%, yes.
What's cracking, buddy?
I'm just here with you trying to figure this thing out, man. What are we on? What's the chat? ProWrestlingScoops.com/chat tonight? Is that where we're going for the chat room? What do we got?
It is.
Why is that?
It's crazy.
Go right into it, man. What do we got? Everybody's asking about the site in the chat, so just tell them what's up now.
I am so fucking pissed at these people. It is, this is what happened. Last week, we had a message that went across goes across the top of the screen and says, this account has been suspended. Please contact billing, da-da-da-da-da.
Suspended.
So, suspended. Big message across the top of the WZROnline.com website right now. So, we submitted the tickets, and everything was good, and they said that it was back up and running. So we didn't have any problems for a few days, and we got to, yesterday at about 11 o'clock in the morning, just as I was getting into the day. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
The message,
like everybody does at 11 o'clock. Come on.
Well, I usually start at about 9. I'm up early, man. I'm up early now at about 9. So anyways, crashes yesterday and comes up with that same message. So I said, what the hell's going on? And submitted a support ticket. And it took hours yesterday. I mean, like 8-10 hours to get a response. And the guy says there's a problem with the load, the load on the server. And because it's the second time that this has happened, we are unable to unsuspend the account, and they want us to upgrade to a new server. So I said, wait a second. You didn't tell us what the problem was the first time. So this should be
Yeah, they just put it back online, right? They just gave you the site.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and that's all they have to do. It's a simple click of a button to get us back up and back on. So tried to reach a deal where we said, we'll take the image galleries down and we'll remove the forums, and they weren't having it.
Ease up on the load, right?
Right. So I've got one of those dedicated servers for PWS, and I want to put it on that server, but unfortunately, in order to do that, they need to unsuspend the account because we're unable to access any of our files or switch DNSs and all that good stuff that comes with web hosting. And we submitted a support ticket last night at 6 o'clock, and we have not heard back as of an hour ago before we went live on here. So it hasn't been a good day. And the bill, here's the problem. The bill is paid for the next 2 years. So we're well ahead of the billing cycle, you know what I mean? So we're basically demanding a refund. We want the money back, and I don't know, dude. I don't know. It sucks a whole lot. And I don't know. Hopefully we'll
Are you looking at the chat right now?
It's packed. I know that.
Are you seeing how many people? I think like 80 people just left at once. Let me get something out of the way really quick here at the top.
Yeah.
It's not an all MMA show. It's not an all pro wrestling show. A lot of the people that I brought over here are asking why we're talking about wrestling when I clearly wrote in the damn thing that we're going to be talking about Raw, pro wrestling news, and We're going to talk a lot about Fedor and all that stuff going on because that's a huge story right now, and we cover MMA every week anyway. And we're going to talk about UFC 101 this weekend, so we're going to talk about everything. Everybody just calm down a little bit. Count to 10, take a couple deep breaths, relax, drink a soda or something.
We got a lot of time to burn, too, man. We had Monday. There wasn't a pay-per-view this past weekend, so we're going to talk about a little bit of WWE Monday Night Raw, and then, like you said, Fedor, big news with Strikeforce and UFC in the past.
That happened right after we got off the air. Remember last week we were talking about will Fedor go to UFC because as of last week's show, if people only listen to us for MMA news, our fans, the Army, are left with the impression from last week's show that on Friday the UFC press conference is to announce that Fedor signed because that's pretty much what we thought at the time. Although I did say if you go listen, I don't think it'll happen. I don't think it'll happen, and it didn't happen. But we'll get into that in depth later about what all went on with that, why he didn't end up in UFC even though they thought they had to deal with him, where he did end up and what that means. And, we'll talk about UFC 101. Raw last night was insane. I watched the whole thing, so I'm ready to talk about that.
I know.
I'm all ready to go, man.
And you said something yesterday. You sent me a message over the instant message thing and said, "What do I got? I got to do a radio show tomorrow." And I said, "Of course, baby. WZR Tuesday night, 7 to 9."
Well, you ain't really confirmed if I'm back all the way yet. I mean, at least listen to the intro with Ryan Clark and Jose Rivera. I'm not Jose Rivera. I'm not Puerto Rican.
Wait a minute.
I'm Italian.
For the past 2 weeks, see, JMK, who usually does our archives, and God, JMK, that poor dude has heard from me on the hour, every hour for the past 2 days about the WZR site. I've been on the phone with him off and on here for days now, and I don't know. We're trying to get it back up, but no, he was overseas, so we weren't able to get the archives up, and as you know, that's his voice on the opening theme. So we're gonna have to.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. No.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get that remade and welcome Matt Boone back to WZR Radio, baby.
Really? I get to be in the intro again. I'm really back, huh?
You're really back, full time.
Bitch. It's like it's like you got a wife that starts to get on, like she's hot in the beginning, that's what WZR was, and then she starts to get on your nerves, and you're like, oh, what did I do? I'm married to this person, and then you get a divorce from this person, and then you start sleeping with her just every once in a while. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, every couple months, you'll bump into her and whatever. And then you get married again. That's exactly what just happened with me in this damn radio show. I was out. I was a free man. And then a few times I got drunk and, I saw her at a club dancing and I saw a piece of her ass and the next thing happens, I'm back full time.
I like it, baby. Good analogy.
I'm stuck.
I like it. Good little story there, no doubt.
Right?
Well, I'm waiting for you. I mean, in a couple weeks, we're going to get the Matt Boone. Oh, man, I got to come do WZR. You know what I mean?
So far, I'm still happy about it. Yeah, so far it's still cool because it's not like an obligation yet. It's something I look forward to still. And when it starts becoming like, oh, no, 3 days until the show instead of, oh, cool, 3 days, I get to do the show.
Well, when you have a guy that's got a personality back on live radio with you, what I mean? I look forward to. Shining, baby, shining. Speaking of shining, man, how about that live chat room tonight? Obviously, the WZROnline.com domain is down, but we set you up with ProWrestlingScoops.com/chat, and it will take you to the same chat room that we have here on a weekly basis. So ProWrestlingScoops.com/chat. Yo, what?
Yes. I got a game I want the chat to play since we're talking about the chat. I want that you're familiar with over under where you make a bet and you decide if somebody's going to say it more than the number you say or less than the number you say.
Right.
I want to just have people throw out a number. How many times is Ryan going to accidentally say, and you can head over to the chat room at WZR, Pro Wrestling. How many times are you going to forget? Because it's like ingrained in your brain. You do it the same way. You say it the same way. It's like you could just put it on tape and play it every time you want to say it. It'll sound exactly the same.
I almost screwed it up right there when I said it just now. And then when we did the opening with the opening theme, I don't prepare anything when we come on. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the August 4th. You know what I mean? Yeah. I almost screwed up there with the chat plug as well. So I'm sure you want the over under. Probably
the
quite
chat
a
room,
few, dude. Probably quite
the
a
chat
few.
The chat room so far, our biggest guess is you'll screw up 109 times, and the lowest is 2, and then there's every number in between. I'm waiting for somebody to do the thing like on Price is Right, where they say like 2 and 1 penny or something like that. You know what I mean?
I'm
in case
sure
you screw up half a time or something.
I know. I'm sure we'll screw it up. ProWrestling.com/chat, and the phone number to call us live is the same, 724-444-7444. Call ID number 30273, followed by the pound key. That's for you, Matty B. That's